Welcome everybody, Farm Sim Snowy here. In this video we're going to look at a new mod map released for Farming Simulator 19. This is Wartburg and it's either Neroxc or Neroxc, and it says on the mod hub, the description: welcome to the small map Wartburg, which plays in beautiful Thuringia. In a small village called Dermbach, there are a sawmill, a biogas plant, 2 petrol stations, a cattle trader, a beautiful old yard, a mine and a gravel pit. In addition, the map has 3 fields that can be managed. More than 13,000 trees can be felled and processed on a huge area that stretches from east to north and ends in a swamp. And on the website, on the mod hub, it says required mods BGA 200kW, which is by Caster /LSMC, and the half timbered building set by Vertex Design. But when I actually downloaded the map, it said that these 3 mods as well would automatically be downloaded, which was the fuel station, sawmill and placeable ramp. So just be aware of that. So we start off here in the shop. If we have a look at the map, basically it's a forestry map, which you can see, and like it says, there's only 3 fields, so there's field 1 there, 2 and field 3. I'm on new farmer mode, so we start off with field 3, which does come with quite a fair chunk of forestry with it by the look of it, right by the sawmill as well, quite handy. We've got a biogas plant up here, which if you wanted to buy is only 7,736, which is quite good. This area here, Hoff, is where all our equipment is, and it's basically like your starting farm. We've got a pig enclosure there, which I will come on to in a minute. We've got 2 gas stations there, animal dealer here, sawmill I mentioned, and grain mill. That's your only 2 sell points. We've got Bergwick, which is the mine, and then just over here we have Kaisgrube, which is the gravel pit. All the forestry areas are split up into sort of chunks, so in range in prices, that one's 100,901, 103,000, quite a big chunk there, 227, 123. Field 2 to buy, you get quite a big chunk there as well, that's 74,000. Field 1, 20,000, and again just all different areas. As you can see, you can't buy the little island, which is a shame. So there we go. So we start off here, like I said, at the shop. So what we'll do is I'll quickly show you the shop while we're here. So there's your shop menu, pretty standard. And then just over here we've got our vehicle workshop trigger, where you can do all your customization and repair. As far as I'm aware, that's the only one on the map. If you buy anything or your reset point, it's here at the store. You've got 2 entrance and exits. There's one there, and the other one is just over here, which we're going to go to, because I'm going to take the road, if I show you, just along here, and we'll run down to the petrol station and animal dealer, and then I'll probably cut over to Hoff, where our equipment is, and show you that area there. So if we run down this road without getting run over, because there is traffic on this map, It's a nice looking map, but I've already found some issues with it. So like if you look over there, it's really nice for the lake, and especially if you get up the top there where the gravel pit is and you look down across it, it's really nice, picturesque. You got some hot air balloons flying around. There's another one somewhere, which is quite nice. And just down here we've got the fuel station, and this is the animal dealer just there, and your trigger's gonna be about there. That's for that. And we've got a cash machine just over here if you want to check your finances. So I'll cut over to Hoff, and there's the other balloon, and I'll see you there, which is, I suppose, your starting area, because this is where your equipment is. Interestingly enough, we don't actually own it from the start, but if you wanted to buy it, it's 13,553, and there's also no farmhouse or sleep trigger on the map, even here, even if you buy it, because that basically looks like your farmhouse. But I've been up to both doors. There's a door around the back like this, and there's no trigger at all, so you'd either have to chuck a doormat down or put another farmhouse in somewhere. All your equipment's there. You don't start off with a lot. So while we're on the subject, let's have a quick look. You start off with all this equipment in all three modes, and the slot counts are all the same, which I'm going to say now. It's the same for all three modes, so you get all of this, all three modes, and the slot count is going to be exactly the same. So you start off with the Fendt 313 Vario, an MAN TGS truck, the Crampe SB2 trailer, the ST65 stump grinder, and a weight. That is all you start with. And the starting slot count is 516, but if you sell all that, you can get that down to 473, so not a massive drop. And like I say, that's across all three modes. The only thing that's different is in the other two modes, Farm Manager and Start from Scratch, you don't start off with field number 3. While we're in here, we've got a couple of modded in things. So we've got the half timbered, because it's part of that set that you have to download. You've got the pig stable in animal pens, so your pigs will hold 25. In miscellaneous, we have got the BGA, which is an extortionate price, but luckily there's already one on the map for us, and the placeable ramp. And in silos, I think, yeah, we've got the half timbered barn and house. So there you go, that's what I just showed you. That actually says house. So that's got a silo built into it, and it's 250,000 litre capacity, just does your basic crops. I don't think there's anything in decoration, nope. Nothing in farmhouse either. But in sheds, you've got, again, part of the half timbered package, the half timbered barn, which is this one in front of us. So just round here, we've got one of the placeable ramps, which we can activate from there with the lever. Quite nice animations. And then there's plenty of storage in this area. So you've got this area here. All the buildings have got lights in, and they've got switches that you have to do yourself. They're not automatic. Come through, you've got this area with your equipment. Just up there you've got a little bit of a hay loft, and then you've got these, he says, they're both drive-throughs, and then this bigger one is going to be your silo, so you tip in there, and to get your grains out again you've got a little pipe there, like I say, you can drive through there. And if we run round the back, this is going to be our pig stable pen building. You've got a little bit of storage here, and this is a drive-through. This door does open as well. We've got lights in here like so. Now I'll come back to the feed areas because this is the first issue I found. I'll put my help menu on. Let's open this door as well. So I've been all around this building earlier, testing it, running around all the doors, coming up. I could not find any animal dialogue box, any trigger. There's no hazard marks out, anything like that. Just could not find it at all. So what I did is I bought, I think it was field 1 over by the shop, and I placed another one of these from the animal pen section, the menu, and the dialogue box appears here, although the hazard marks aren't there, but it does, you get the trigger just outside these doors, but for some reason you don't get it here. And then I thought, well, maybe it's because we don't own this land. So I bought the land, which I will do now, and now we own this land. Still nothing. Yet on the test I did earlier, like I say, it appeared there. I'm guessing that's going to be your slurry point. Now another issue, the trigger for the food I found was more up this end here. That did work, and so did the straw, roughly the same area. I could not find the water trigger at all. Didn't know where that was. I went all around the building with a trailer on. I thought, I know they're milk urns, but I thought maybe that's like a little clue. Nothing. And like I say, that was on the one I placed, like testing it. I did get manure sort of build up in here, but because I couldn't add any water, I couldn't test the slurry pit. No slurry was being produced, so that was an issue that I found. But if we grab our tractor, because it's going to be a bit of a, I might have to do this a bit of a different way to what I normally do, because it's such a big area and you've got these really sort of roads that snake around, and so I might have to do this a bit different than normal. So I do apologise, but I hope it's still good enough, because to be fair, there's not a great deal to see, so it shouldn't take us too long. So what I'll do is I'll jump in the tractor. I think we'll come down, we'll visit the sawmill, we'll come out and get a chance to see field 3 hopefully, go to the gas station, and we'll do the mill, and I think we should be able to get over here to the mine, which is quite a unique feature, which you'll see. So let's jump in our Fent, which has got things attached to it. So let's drop that off. And let's drop that off. I'll turn the old help menu off. I will put the mini map on just to try and give me a clue. I think if we go out of here and go left, yeah, I just couldn't understand why it said you had to download those other mods when really I haven't got 3 of them downloaded anymore. So Not sure why that was. Let's get on the proper side of the road. This isn't obviously going to be for everyone, this map, because not everyone's into their forestry. It is predominantly forestry, really. I mean, you could always clear areas and make more fields. It's kind of set up to do what you want, really, with it. So here's your sawmill. Obviously you've got your area there to pull up with your lumber, and this is going to be your sail wood trigger. Wood chip sail point just there. So let's back out here. And we'll head back down to the fuel station. So yeah, there's the field we start off with in new farmer mode. It's not a bad size. So here's the first of the two fuel stations. Ooh, can't drive. I was looking at my notes then. It's not just down to my bad driving. One thing I did notice, actually, we do need to turn up here, I think, because that's a dead end there. Is if we go left here, I'm not sure how many of these are on the map, but just here we've got another area with one of the placeable ramps. So I'm not sure why that's there, but it is. I think if we go straight on here, we'll come to our second sail point. Is it in there? Just in there, yeah. So there you go, that's the other sail point, which is grain mill, which is obviously just going to take your main sort of crops. Does potatoes, sugar beet, sugar cane, eggs and milk, which is quite good. That's it. So obviously if you want to do anything else, if you're going to have cows, or even if you've got pigs and you want to sell your manure off, you're going to have to put down some more sell points. So from here we now want to go, I think, down here, and I'm going to go try and cut through up here to Geisgrub. Like I say, there's not massive amounts to see, it's mostly forestry, but right, I've just realised we need to go to the mine first, because that's just to the left, I think. Yeah, it's just over here on the right hand side. Again, it's quite a open area, and the quirky bit is you can actually go inside. I won't go all the way in because it's quite bumpy. I just jumped to these places earlier when I was having a look at the map myself, and you can run through, and I ended up here sort of thing, still underground, so I'm not sure how much it it goes underground and where it goes totally, so I'll leave that for you guys to explore, but you can go in quite a distance. I'm going to get stuck now, but that's bad driving. Right, we're back out, that's safe. So yeah, that's the mine. That's quite random. I don't know if there's anything down there, but again, that's something you can explore and find out for yourself. So if we carry on now up here, that's where we came out of. And we'll head to the gravel pit, which again is a bit of a random area. It's quite open. Some people might sort of think, well, it's a bit wasted space really, but if you're doing a sort of role play, you could bring it into something. You could probably put another farm up there if you want, but I'll show you when we get there. But if we turn over, it's quite scenic down by the river, trying to get you a good angle without crashing. I think we've got to take this fork here. It's quite a steep slope. Is our Fent going to cope with that? Yeah. Thought I had my lights on then, but I haven't. Again, look, we've come up higher. Get a nice view of that down there. There's like a little castle or something in the distance. I don't think you can get up that high though. So we'll carry on round. Again, I think we need the left turn in there. So we're just coming down to the gravel pit entrance now. Which is just a big open space. Bit of a waste probably, but you could do what you like with it. It's, you know, it's set up there for a bit of role play if you wanted to set up a proper logging company up here. But again, once you get right up here, you've got fantastic views like that. Now what I'm probably going to do, let's just show what we did. So we come out of Hoff, we went down to Sawmill, back to the gas station, up here, checked out the placeable ramp, grain mill, down to the mine, back through along this track, up here, and then in here. Now because there's such a distance now, because all we've really got left to see is the biogas plant, I think. Yeah, I'll probably just jump over to that and I'll show you that. But what I was thinking of doing, which I don't normally do on my let's turn that off, and I'm going to turn our tractor off, is if I go into landscaping mode and zoom right out, we'll kind of do a little tour down where the swamp area is. I know we can't get quite up as high as the PC players with their flyovers, but so you've got all this forestry area, and we're dropping down, so now we're into the swamp area with all the water. So there's lots of trees in here, so you can have fun trying to cut them down in the water, and that goes on for quite a while. all through there. Like I say, different tree types, look, just all in amongst each other. So that is the swamp area with roads in and out of it, so you haven't got trouble getting access to anything. So that is there, which was all this area. We've just looked at some of it. So we'll jump over to the biogas plant. Cheating sort of thing, but I think it's the easiest way to do it. And here we are. So you've got your actual BGA there. Your digestate will come out there. And then you've got two quite big bunker silos. And like I said at the start, it's not very expensive to buy. It's only 7,736, which is pretty good for a BGA compared to some maps. And I think that would probably be it. Sorry it was a short one, but it's not a mass amount to see. And on some of my map tours I don't like to show you everything, because when I have a first look at them I find little sort of gems and Easter eggs, if you want to kind of put it like that. But there's no point me showing you little things like that, and I found a couple on this map, but I think it's better for you guys to go exploring and find them out yourselves. So that is Wartburg by Neroxc. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, please give us a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget to smash the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.